Hello and welcome. Today's weapon, the whole Viper set. Since the Warframe community has got the Twin Viper Wraith, I figured why not do the whole set. The Viper, the Twin Vipers, and the Twin Viper Wraith. Starting off, we got the plain Twin Viper. Relatively small weapon, in every sense of the word. It's fairly cheap to build too. But in terms of firepower, it lacks. I would even chalk up to be a newbie weapon, but even that's giving it some compliments. But it does have some characteristics. It's very quick reload, has small impact damage, and a small critical chance. No matter. There's 3 weapons to be shown over, and all 3 of them are quite different, to be honest. But the most notable thing about the single Viper is its accuracy. But let's get into that. Alright, first up, the single Viper. Now, again, calling this weapon a newbie weapon gives it more about esteem than it should have. This gun leaves a lot to be desired. Even though these enemies, I know it's only level 1, but I took it to level 6 enemies, and I had trouble killing some of them with one magazine. Yeah, pretty much with this kind of short, shallow magazine, you're not going to get any damage out. That's the overwhelming problem with this single Viper. I do admit it has very good accuracy, but that's about it. I can get good headshots of this thing, but the 14 shots does not deliver the damage. It doesn't have enough bullets, but more or less, that critical damage, unless you really want to put effort into it, it won't happen too often. Not enough for it to be effective. This gun is not really sure where to take it, but when I get it more powerful. But no matter. At level 30, I had to put this on, because a trick mag with 200 bullets in the reserve, it's not very much. I opt for that over damage. I put Hornet Strike fully maxed out in concussion rounds, since the polarity works with this gun. Yeah, it could be better, but this is the best I'm going to get from level 30. I wouldn't take this much farther anyway. For enemies, I opted for level 25 MOAs. When I went to level 30, it was too much for them. Even for level 25 MOAs, to be honest, I don't think I'd have enough ammo, even with a trick mag. It cuts through them nice and quick. Good enough. It has excellent accuracy, which is a godsend for this weapon, because you don't want to get too close to the enemy, because you're reloading every 2 seconds. But I wouldn't recommend this weapon at all. Not to anyone, to be honest. Not even to a noob who starts the game. This gun's not very good at all. But there are some other things to note about it, which I'll mention later in the video. So don't quite throw it away just yet. It does have one defining feature. But for the most part, using against casual enemies, not really recommended. Not even against the Corpus, which is designed to do. As you see, I ran out of ammo before I killed all the enemies. Moving on to the Twin Vipers. Now, Twin Vipers, you need two of them, of course. But, to be honest, I like these even less than the single Viper. Almost nothing changes. Not even the damage. The damage is the same, of course, but you have double magazine size. But with that comes double reload time. And the accuracy is dropped slightly, since you're dual-wielding them. This comes with a plethora of problems, which I'll go over. You thought the single Viper was bad? These ones are even worse. Hard to swallow that, but yes. It seems very pointless to go forward with dual weapons. Everything's the same, other than reload time, magazine, and accuracy. Now, about that accuracy. It's a problem. That was one of the defining features of the positive features of the Viper, was its accuracy. But this gun kind of throws it out the window. Had a very quick reload time. This more or less doubles it. And you still chew those bullets very quickly. So this is not helping. Now, another big problem. The ammo reserve is the exact same from the single Viper. So you only had 200 bullets in reserve. This doesn't change with the Twin Vipers. You burn ammo so quick, it doesn't even matter, you get more of it. You should just give up on this weapon in terms of getting more ammo. You run out, you run out. His weapon's even worse than the single Viper, so I went for full damage this time. Got quite a bit of damage, 107 impact. But, again, it's low ammo reserve that burns out even quicker. That's less than 10 reloads for this weapon if you're out of ammo. Now, I did cut through these guys very quickly, but if I did fight level 30, I would run out of ammo before this is done. And again, you gotta get closer because that accuracy is less. At longer ranges, it doesn't really hold up. This is almost a point-blank weapon, to be honest. The single Viper you can fire from the safety of corners behind cover. This one, not so much. You really gotta get in there. You even hope to hit those crucial, critical areas. But when you do, you get kind of screwed over repeatedly. This weapon is even worse to take than the single Viper. Plain and simple. And even yet again, trying to fight all these guys, I ran out of ammo again. There's no hope for these twin Vipers. None. Again, I had to resort to my shotgun to eliminate all the enemies. Well, up next, we're going to go with the Wraith Twin Vipers. Now, these have been absent from the game for a while. I forget which event they came out in. But the current event, the Proxy Uprising, offer them as a reward. And now a lot of people have them. Now, there's a lot of notable differences. There's more impact, there's more better accuracy from the twin version. The critical chances boot up to 18%. Critical multiplier is now ×2. And the reload is a little bit better. The magazine's actually 40 bullets now. This is a lot of better things, actually. This can be usable. Well, there's still pros and cons. Because still, in essence, it's still a Viper. Throw a good paint on it and you upgrade shit, well then it's a lackluster weapon then. But still, I'll go over it regardless. There's still more tropes to this weapon. Now, also with this weapon, it comes with an Orcan Catalyst built in. So that's nice, you get double upgrade points. So me and my buddy took our Vipers out to the enemies. It was level 6, just the same as the R2. This one's hold up much better. But, again, there's one big problem with it. The ammo reserve, it's still 200 bullets. This is a problem plaguing all 3 Vipers. Not enough ammo. You can go burn through all this magazine very quickly with 40 bullet magazines. And the fire rate is still through the roof. Again, I didn't get halfway through this mission before I ran out of ammo against these level 6-7 enemies. Now, with 60 points of upgrade, I'll show you the whole loadout here, since you can do the same thing if you have one. Went for full damage, a bit of a critical base as well. Didn't bother for the ammo for yet again the same reason, because you can restore it very quickly. So that way, more damage, more enemies killed, the better. Now, this weapon, since it can go much farther, I decided to up the ante a bit and put to level 25 MOAs. But then again, when I did fight the level 25s, it cut right through them very quickly. I had no problems. You can spray a whole group and watch them die. Very easy. No formulas on this at all. Okay, then I boosted up the enemies to a little bit higher, to an amazing 45 levels, and I still cut through these guys very quickly. At level 50, I did cut through them, but I ran out of ammo way too quickly trying to. So I figured the golden area is 45. It's a much higher level than the R2 provided. Now, I'll still run out of ammo, but hey, that's all 45 enemies I'm cutting right through. Wouldn't fight the Grenier or the Infestation with this weapon, but against the Corpus, it works just fine. The accuracy holds up at medium range, and it cuts through enemies very quickly. Still a good weapon overall. Maybe you put a lot of work into this, it would actually shine and actually get the job done. But for the most part, it's still a Viper though. That low ammo, that very low, shallow ammo reserve is still a huge problem. But no matter. Now for something a little different. These weapons go in PvP. Now, the single Viper actually works here. The single Viper is a very powerful weapon in PvP. It'll cut right through your enemy's shields very easily. Very maneuverable and quick reload. When they get low shields, go in for the kill with your melee weapon. The Twin Vipers though, this is shit. Like seriously. You think the single Viper would get something done? The Twin Viper does not get the job done at all. It's a struggle. At long range, you're not going to hit anything. For the Wrath Twin Vipers, they only improve on the Twin Viper aspect. The single Viper still trumps it in damage and in, well, usability. Because still, that too much reload time in these, both the Twin and Wraith Twin. But I think that's it for all these weapons, and thanks for watching.